Good afternoon, you guys. We're back in a new kitchen, new hair, new me. Same me, actually. New man. I'm single, but maybe you got a new man. I don't fucking know. But today we're gonna be making some pasta salad in my little kitchen. And this is the greatest pasta salad. People ask me about this all the time, and I've been trying to get back to you on it. I've been super busy doing other recipes. I'm circling it back to this pasta salad because I know that you want to know, and I'm going to show you. How did I get into pasta salad? It was summer of 2014. Literally, I had like 3 friends, but they invited me to their graduation party, and I would go, and the pasta salad was the star of the show always. And that's how I really got addicted. I remember tweeting, I was like, if you don't have pasta salad at your graduation party, I am not going. I'm gonna show you how I make my pasta salad. It's really easy. You can literally make anything out of it. You can use your leftovers from the fridge so they don't get all gross and moldy. If they're on their last leg, just throw it in the salad and you'll be good. It's gonna be really easy. We're not gonna make our own dressing today, but it's still gonna be fantastic. So let's get started. We have some cilantro, celery, cucumbers, red bell peppers, and some cherry tomatoes. We're gonna dice these up into little bite-sized pieces, and we're gonna be able to mix them together with the pasta. We also have some broccoli and cauliflower that we're going to rip apart, make them smaller. And we also have these pepperoni sticks because they didn't have those like mini pepperoni things that you just toss in salad. So I'm just gonna cut them up real quick. Some Italian dressing that I'm not going to show you the label because they didn't sponsor me, and some rainbow salad twirls. They're not tricolor rotini, they're rainbow salad twirls, okay? So get it straight. I'm going to add a little bit of lime for a little bit of flavor, and then I have some Colby Jack cheese cubes that we're going to put in as like a cheese addition. So we're going to start with cutting our bell peppers, and I'm going to recycle those later, but I just want the middle part. And this is how I cut my red bell peppers. It's really easy. It de-seeds it as well, and you just go all around. I'm just going to dice these, so I'm just gonna cut these into smaller pieces. We're going to dice our last little squares. I kind of like big chunks too, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. These don't have to be, and it's not that kind of salad where it really needs to be precise. So you can honestly just throw whatever veggies you want into it, and it's gonna taste amazing. All that veggies that you have that you don't use, that lettuce that's in the back of the fridge, I can't help you there because lettuce in this would be disgusting. But everything else we can help you with. So just put that in there. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put this into a separate plate. All right, so now that we have our diced red bell peppers, we're using red for color. You can use green, you can use yellow. I'm just choosing to use red. So next we're going to be cutting up our celery. Nothing special to it. I'm just going to cut off that ugly end. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's literally just pasta salad. Cooking is just so therapeutic for me. Cutting is like really relaxing. So I like when I get to just cut a lot of vegetables in a row. It seems tedious, but it's really not. Not to me, at least. All right, so we're gonna cut our last little lettuce. We're gonna cut our last celery stalk. And this is such a refreshing pasta salad. It's literally one of my favorite things. My friend was so addicted to it. I had it in the fridge once a week, and we would go through it literally every week. And fun fact, it is really great for hangovers. Whenever you're feeling like dehydrated, I feel like this is just like a refresher for you. Oh, and speaking of refresher, I forgot my line. This is just so relaxing. I feel like I'm in Europe. I just want to hear some piano music and but anyways, next we're going to cut our cherry tomatoes in half. They're already small as it is, so we're looking for bite-sized pieces in this pasta salad. So I'm just going to cut everything in half. If my nails allow me to. I think I got them too long, but it's okay. It seems kind of hard to cut with nails, but honestly, you get used to it. So don't fucking judge me. I will find you, and I will spit in your pasta salad. Okay, so you want to be very gentle with these because they do squeeze a little bit. I like when cherry tomatoes are very firm, but you just want to be careful if you find ones that are very soft. You want to give them some TLC, like a little massage, but a cut down the middle of their just fine. That sounds so aggressive. So now that I'm done cutting up the cherry tomatoes, we're going to cut up our massive ass cucumber that I found at the grocery store. I don't know why it's so fucking big. It's like bigger than my head. But anyways, I washed it already. It's nice and okay. I'm just gonna keep going.
Ma'am.
Ma'am. Exit. Put the cucumber down. You need to leave.
You need to leave.
I don't think we need the whole thing. This shit is massive. So we're gonna start off with just half. And how I like to do it, I like to cut off a little bit of the outside about 3 times. Put this in your water or something like that, I don't fucking know. So we cut off a little bit just for the presentation. It looks a lot better. And I'm going to cut this down the middle, hold it together, and cut it down again into 4 slices. And honestly, I'm just going to cut it down like this. So they look like little triangles. This plate is so cute. So it's really good to prepare and cut all of your veggies before boiling your noodles, just because it won't be as confusing. You're gonna be too busy focusing on cutting the vegetables that you're not gonna pay attention to the pasta, and then it's gonna get all like very soggy and not al dente the way it's supposed to be. So definitely focus on your veggies first, so then you can worry about the noodles later. So we're good with that. More cutting. These are from the bag. They're already washed. So I have these broccoli and cauliflower crowns. We're going to just cut off the bottom. I'm just going to rip them apart. You honestly don't need a knife for this. It's a lot more convenient. That's already looking pretty full. I'm gonna do a little bit more, and then we're gonna move on to the cauliflower. We're gonna clear this off, and we're gonna move on to the next thing that we're gonna cut. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we're going to move on to our meats. The only thing that we're gonna add to the salad that is meaty, you don't have to add it if you don't want to, are these pepperoni things. You can add the pepperoni slices and cut them into 4s, but I usually use the little tiny rounds that you put into the salad that is already pre-made, but they didn't have that at the store. They had these big ass sausage links, little Slim Jimmy ass hoes. I'm just going to slice them in diagonals like this. I don't even know if this is gonna work because this is my first time doing it, but they usually have these pre-packaged that look like that. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm pretty sure they taste the same, so they better taste the same, I swear to God. They're starting to look like fucking Chinese sausage links. Let me taste it. I don't know if I like it. No thank you. So I decided to use just the gourmet, these are not gourmet at all. I'm just deciding to use the pepperoni slices instead. I'm gonna cut them into 4s. I feel like that's gonna be a lot easier, and it just tastes a lot different. With these things, they taste a little bit too much like a Slim Jim, and I'm not really a fan of it, and just the way that they look, I'm really turned off. Love you regardless, but this is not gonna work out for what we have going on over here. We got bougie lifestyle, and this is giving me Burger King. I'm just gonna take a little bit at a time because I don't want the knife to be stuck, and I'm going to just cut these in half, and then next I'm going to cut these a half again so they turn into 4s. We're just going to spread these apart. The only thing about these slices is that it's going to get stuck at the bottom and like bunch up, so you just want to like fan them out so they don't get stuck together. After this, we're just going to boil our noodles and then just add everything together. So it's gonna be pretty easy, and then you're gonna just put it in the fridge, be patient, and then enjoy it. And I'm just gonna take our little Coke Jack cheese and put this on the plate as well so that you see. You can use some other fancy cheese if you wish. I'm not gonna go crazy. We're just going to take our cilantro. I'm taking off a little bit. This is going to be our garnish for later. We're gonna mix that in. It's gonna give extra flavor and a little bit of lime. So we're gonna move on to our noodles. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is we're going to boil our noodles. I'm going to fill our pot up about halfway. We're going to take this to our stove, and I'm going to boil it. So we're gonna put it on high heat for now. Once the water boils, we're going to add our noodles in and then switch it to about medium heat. I'm going to add a lot of salt. We want this to be very salty for the electrolytes. Just wait for this to boil, and then we're going to add our Rainbow Twirl salad noodles. so deep. It touches my heart. All right, I think it's almost ready. So now that the water has boiled, we're going to put in our little rainbow swirls. I'm going to put this whole box in here. I'm just going to move it around a little bit and turn the heat down to medium, and we're just going to let that cook for about 8 to 9 minutes. I like it when the pasta is a little bit softer. It will absorb the Italian dressing more. It's gonna taste delicious. We're gonna take out our seasonings. I'm going to be using some pepper, some garlic powder, a little bit of Parmesan cheese at the end, and we're going to be sprinkling our cilantro and our Italian dressing. I'm going to taste this noodle to see if it's ready. So it's not bad. I kind of want a little more softness to it, so maybe like another minute. Okay, so the noodles are finally done. I'm going to take this, I'm going to drain it, and I'm going to run it under some cold water so that the noodles don't stick together and they're a little bit more of a low temperature, so then we can add our Italian dressing. So let me stop fucking talking and let me just drain these noodles real quick. Be careful because the steam can burn you. Ooh. And I'm going to run some cold water all over. If you want, just like run your fingers around them. You basically want these noodles to be very cold because it is a cold salad. Let these vibe out for a little bit, dry up, and I'm going to take a large bowl, such as this one, and we're going to throw it all together. We're gonna mix it all up, refrigerate it, and we should be ready to go. So now that these noodles have dried up a little bit, we're going to toss these into a large bowl. I'm going to take all these vegetables and the cheese, and I'm going to throw it in the same bowl, and make sure it's large enough that these will all fit. You want to actually toss them around a little bit, so you don't want it to just like fall out. And I'm going to go ahead and throw these all in there. Nothing gets left behind, not even this little cheese. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm going to take some garlic powder. I like a little bit extra flavor. Some pepper. Next, we're going to take our Italian dressing. Once again, not showing you what kind of Italian dressing it is because the bitch don't sponsor me. So just take honestly any kind of Italian dressing, wishbone, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take about, I'm gonna start off with half and work my way. Eventually I wanna use the whole thing just because the juices will get sucked up by the pasta and it will, the flavor will go away. So you just wanna like add a little bit more towards the end, or even just like marinate it with half the bottle and then wait about 30 minutes in the fridge and then add a little bit more if you like it. Usually the flavor just absorbs into the noodles. So I'm going to mix this around. Look at how beautiful that looks. It's just so refreshing, and it's a lot. It feeds about like, it feeds so many people, I feel like. Unless they really love this pasta salad, then don't share it with nobody. We're going to take our cilantro and I'm going to put this in here. And also, I'm not going to forget about the lime. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lime into it for some acidity. The longer you marinate it together, the better it tastes. But if you don't have enough time, then just put it in for like 30 minutes. I highly suggest for you to put it in the fridge for about an hour or more, even overnight. All right, maybe add a little bit more. We haven't used the entire bottle yet. There's a lot left at the end. We don't need to use the whole bottle. With the wishbone dressing, I would only use half. It is ready to put into a Tupperware. Doesn't this look absolutely phenomenal? I cannot wait to eat it, take it to a picnic, little potluck dinner. You can never go wrong. So what we're gonna do next is I'm going to plate this onto a large oval plate. Excuse this wine. And look at the Parmesan cheese that's on top of it. It looks amazing. And this will last in your fridge for about a couple days. And honestly, it won't last a couple days because you're gonna wanna eat it all. So there we have it. We have our pasta salad that you are going to wanna make every single day. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace. Little Slim Jimmy ass hoes. We're just
Just roasted it. Slim Jimmy assholes.
she just dragged them.